A lot of the folks who do work there were customers of ours or were in our training program, Team Vark, and they drank the juice. Like, I want to be a part of this. I want to give back. And when you're able to help someone in a practical way or get someone from walking to running or just from couch to walking, it can be hugely impactful in their lives. But in return, you get something. You get fulfilled with the joy of helping someone. And that is priceless.
Yeah.
Welcome to YMI Talking, a podcast where the guests are so good, you'll wonder why the host is even talking. In each episode, you will hear one of the leaders of the Lehigh Valley's vibrant business hub. They will tell you the keys to their success, the mistakes they've made, and what they have in store for the future. Here is the host of YMI Talking, from YMI Insurance, Jimmy Honachik.
All right, that is me, Jimmy Honachik, and I am joined by Emily Ellis.
Hello.
Emily, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Do you run at all?
No, I was thinking the whole time. I used to because I played basketball, but now I'm enjoying like the fact that I'm not forced to run.
Yes. There is something peaceful about it that I really like.
Yeah, there is. I should get back into it.
I told someone, like, I hate it while I'm doing it. And then afterwards, it's like, no, I really enjoyed every minute of that. And so I don't know what the brain like disconnect is, but there's something really cool about it.
There definitely is. I should definitely get back into it.
You know what else is cool?
What?
The owners of Aardvark.
Very cool.
Yes. Andy and Sheena, we're so lucky to have them on here. They took over Aardvark very recently, and have done, continued the legacy that is Aardvark. And I think you heard, I don't know if you were familiar beforehand, but you definitely heard like the impact that it has in the area.
Yeah. It sounds like it's really big in the community.
Yeah. So I think I'm not even going to spend any more time talking about it because it's so good. Andy and Sheena are really inspiring. Like, what Aardvark does is beyond running. They have built a community, and you hear that multiple times. A lot of people talk about community, but they're really actively out there building it. So we're going to dive into that right now.
Let's go.
Boom.
Sorry.
Oh, that's the one knock about her. One day we will afford adjustable headphones, but at this point we're not there. All right. How do I start these?
Here we go.
Here we go. All right. I am truly excited about this episode in so many ways. I am a very novice runner, but I love running, and Aardvark is a true gem of Bethlehem, of the Lehigh Valley, really, and of the running community. And I fell in love the first time I stepped foot in there because they measured my steps and made sure that they were proper. But also because the people there are incredible. And I think a lot of that, comes to the ownership and the culture. And we happen to have the two people driving that right in front of me today. Sheena and Andy Wells, thank you so much for coming here.
Thanks for having us, Jimmy and Emily.
Absolutely. So let's start with the story. I mean, you guys are relatively new to owning Aardvark. So maybe walk me through how we got there.
And Andy looks to me. This is typical.
Radio silence.
Deodorant. Anyway, that's an insight. So in 2021, first of all, I've been there 13 years. Andy 12, and in the earlier months of 2021 in winter, Bruce, the previous owner, asked, "Hey, Sheena," he pulled me aside. Andy wasn't there at that time. He was working there part-time. His full-time, he was flying, so he was my stay-at-home corporate pilot husband. So
nice. I
was at work, and Bruce said, "Hey, I gotta ask you something. Hey, I plan to retire in 4 years." He goes, "Do you think you would ever consider owning Aardvark?" He goes, "And I don't want you to ask Andy. I just am asking you."
Yeah.
He goes, I want to know if that's something you think you would want to do." So he asked me to consider that and think about it before talking to.
What was your first thought when that was presented to you like that?
I'm like, I don't know how I'm not going to talk to Andy about this. And that Andy his mind would be blown. And I'm like, what an opportunity.
Yeah.
Huge.
It is, because it's such a gem, right? In the Lehigh Valley.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot, it's a community. It's more than just a store. It's a community.
Yeah.
And so that must have been a big decision for you guys.
Yeah. It was hard for me to keep that to myself.
Yes. So then do you have to tell Bruce, like, do you consult with Andy? Do you just tell Bruce, yeah, I want to do this? Like, what's the next step?
Well,
I think he didn't want you talking to me about it because he knew that I would dive right in.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he knew that I would just be, oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this. But
sure.
wanted to make sure that Sheena was saying yes because you wanted to say yes.
I like Andy happy.
And so did you want to say yes? Like, you knew it was a big opportunity.
Yes.
But, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not a huge risk taker. Andy's much more entrepreneurial than I am.
Really?
I just like working hard
Yeah.
and being kind to people.
Which, I mean, Aardvark does a great job of, but this is something different. Now you're responsible for, you're taking on the responsibility of what is an organization, a community in sense, and people. Like, walk me through kind of that transition. All right, you've gone from employee, now you guys are owners. What is that like?
It was pretty smooth, I would say.
Yeah.
And Bruce coming, he was there 25 years.
Yeah.
And he had ownership down to a T.
Yeah.
And he's like, before he left, he's like, I don't do anything. And of course I was like,
yes.
We knew he was joking, but man, he did. Like, there's a lot to do. Right. It was like,
And I think one of the big things that made it easy and why it was a big yes for me personally, like outside of Andy being very excited about it, was we already have a huge team in place, like the people. If you don't have the people, like we can't do this by ourselves.
Yeah.
And we have an exceptional group of humans who show up every day for each other and the whole community. So that was number one. That was already in place, which is huge to find, hard to find. And then I think the experience that we both had with Aardvark is another reason why it was a yes for me. And that was an easy transition. So we already had the people in place. And yes, there's, always wrinkles in the things, and you have to kind of iron those out. And there's adjustments for everyone, changes adjustment, it's adjustment period. Yeah. But, the people, the time and experience that we had there, like we're kind of already in it, and it is sort of a well-oiled machine. It has its kinks, but it's been relatively, easy transitioning. Yeah. Andy has taken the role of what Bruce mostly did, like, the back end of stuff. And I do a lot of that too, but
there are some interviews where I end up with like way more questions than I expected to. And that's right now. Like, I want to go in a million different directions right now with you guys. The first is, I think the team, right? Because that is something that stands out. If you've ever visited Aardvark, you know that it's a friendly team, but it's a knowledgeable team. And it feels like you're getting like truly white glove service when you go there. So how has Aardvark built up that team? Like, what brings people like you there to work in the first place? And then how do you keep those people there?
Am I Angela talking?
Yeah. Well, that was the other place I wanted to go, is the dynamic here, because you guys are almost, I feel like, different in a lot of ways, but it probably makes you better because of that. So let's do the dynamic and then we'll go back to the team. So how do you guys work together? How do you feel like the two of you?
We definitely balance each other out a ton. Like, I got ideas, I'm firing off crazy stuff, and she's like, dude, settle down.
Yes.
Think about it. I'm kind of turning into the computer nerd now, and working on the computer stuff, less social stuff. She's more front end of things. It's a good.
So are you the doer and you're the planner?
I'm an activator. I am a doer and planner. Yeah, it's a little bit like it depends on the. We try to stay in each other. In our own lane. Yeah. But if he has an idea and if it makes sense, I will activate it and check in on it. And, and then you will do things too. Like, you had an idea on yesterday and you're already like putting a sticker on it. And I'm like, what is this? I didn't even know about it. So we're both kind of implementers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which I think is important, right? In owning a business, like you can have ideas, but if you can't be the one to implement them, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So good. All right. So that's a little bit about the dynamic. The team again is so good there. What attracts people to work at Aardvark?
I think generally people are coming from like the customer or the community side of it, where they've experienced, say what you've experienced, or they've been a part of Team Vark. A lot of the folks who do work there were customers of ours, or were in our training program, Team Vark, and they drank the juice. Like, I want to be a part of this. I want to give back. And when you're able to help someone in a practical way, or get someone from walking to running, or just from couch to walking, it can be hugely impactful in their lives. But in return, you get something. You get fulfilled with the joy of helping someone. And that is priceless.
Yeah.
That's got to be really cool to, help someone find the right pair of shoes, which is what you guys do so well. Is like I was saying, you really measure people's gaits and you make sure that the shoe, actually, I'll go personal here. Sheena, I came in and I said, give me the same pair of shoe that I had last time. And you basically said, no, we're not doing that.
Was I that abrupt?
And you spent the next 30 minutes with me making sure that everything felt right and it looked right. And we ended up with a complete different brand of shoe. And so that is something that you guys do really well. But the other thing I think is it's got to be so rewarding to hear people's stories, right? People, like you said, who were just walkers and now they're runners, or people who have kind of transformed their health habits. Talk to me about that. I mean, I imagine you experienced that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a story?
Yeah, I helped one lady. She was in a wheelchair for forever, and she rolled in. Yeah, and she's just like, I want to start walking. Yeah, I was like, no. Yeah, great, cool, great. Got her in a pair of shoes, and got her up. She took like a couple shuffles. And, but then
that was like years. I think you remember you're saying it was years. She was in a wheelchair, had not taken a step in years, and you helped her out of that chair to help her walk.
Wow. It was wild.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. And she messaged back or emailed saying like, hey, I'm moving. Yeah. I'm up and about now.
Wow.
And you've had similar stories like that too.
Yeah.
Our whole team has had that kind of experience.
I mean, you would have a book of little small stories from, if you think about our staff and our team who work with people and how many people a day, we could have a little book of small stories of.
I'm picturing the Aardvark coffee book here. Coffee table book.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
I remember, there's so many stories that, we were cheering at the Bethlehem Running Festival, and this was last year. And I remember the girl, helping her before Team Vark even started, before, the whole training session for that half marathon came, and helping her on a fit bench. And she was newer to running, just starting like 5K. And she's like, I told her about Team Vark and the training program for that. And she's like, you think I can do that? I'm like, yeah, I think you can do that. And just, like, you got to just sign up. You're going to have a great community of people. They're going to help float you when you're struggling. You're going to help someone else. And so she did. She signed up. And I remember at 7 to 8 miles at the cheer station, and I saw her coming by, and I'm like, yeah, I'm cheering her on. And she points at me and she goes, I'm here because of you. Biggest smile.
Oh my God.
I was like crying. It's that kind of stuff. Literally, someone comes off the course, walks up to me. Her name was Linda. And she goes, I got these shoes from you. They are great. I love them. Like, she was like picking up her foot, and I'm like, you're racing. Like, but felt the urge.
Yes.
Because these are so wonderful. Yeah. And you never know how something so small.
Yeah.
Like, feeling comfortable. And it sounds so minute, but really it's a part of what people do daily. Mm-hmm. It's a part of that. So we're essentially a part of their lives daily. They lace up their shoes. They're in, a pair of socks. I will always try to talk someone in a pair of gingy toe socks.
I got gingy toe socks because of you. Yes.
Yeah. Put the gloves on your feet. Yeah. But like, we're almost a part of people's lives daily, and helping them, and essentially helping them move in whatever capacity they can, and encourage them to keep doing this. So, and that I think is huge for just the next step.
Yeah.
Being a better person, being a healthier individual, being happier, and then paying it forward to the next person.
Yeah. I can tell you no one has ever pointed at me and said, "You sold me my insurance policy." I'm waiting for that day. But seriously, talk to me, community has come up several times, and you sent me some thoughts before you came on here. And it's very clear that is something that's, I think, drives both of you and is kind of a purpose for you. So talk to me, about what community means to you and what it means in particular at Aardvark.
I just love how Aardvark is such an identifiable brand.
Yeah.
Not just even in the Lehigh Valley, but just everywhere. I was down in Hilton Head and I had my Aardvark singlet on.
Get out.
And somebody's like, Aardvark Sports Shop, Main Street, Bethlehem. I'm like, yeah. Sheena was running Boston, and a runner, a Boston runner.
Yeah.
I had my Aardvark shirt on. He goes, Aardvark.
And you were cheering.
And I was cheering.
Wow.
I was like, they saw my red Aardvark shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're from.
Yeah.
But just the reach that we have is incredible. It's like somehow people have just always floated through Bethlehem, picked up a pair of shoes, pair of shorts, or sunglasses, or whatever.
And you can really do that anywhere, but it's how people leave, how they feel when they leave.
Yeah,
it's
like
how you leave people feeling.
Once you go to Aardvark, you're like,
yeah.
You really are.
Aardvark, might as well get a tattoo.
There are a few out there with tattoos.
You guys should open up a parlor right there.
Like in-house. What do you want?
If you liked your service, get a tattoo.
Yeah, it really is feeling like you belong somewhere and can keep coming back, being a hub where you can meet others who are like-minded, who show up and cheer. We're going down to the Philly Marathon this is our 5th.
I will be there as well. Not running. I will be cheering.
Me too.
And drinking a little bit.
Okay.
But we have a friend who we're going to be cheering on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that is, this is our 5th year doing it, and there is so much energy exchange with people to be able to encourage someone in some of the most kind of difficult or struggle part. Like we're in mile 1822 and encourage someone to do something that's very hard.
Yeah.
Is going to get someone through.
That's awesome.
And that's community. It's showing up every day. It's having a place where you belong. And, we have core values that we like to think that we live every day. I try to show up every day with them, and we are encouraging, knowledgeable, caring, and fun. And I hope when people leave that they felt well cared for, encouraged, that they had fun while they were doing it.
Emily, you better be jotting that down. That was a perfect soundbite. Because it is true. That's, what you guys do, and it's the vibe that you give off. I'm curious, again, there's like 800 directions I want to go with you guys. But the community part, there is the sort of like feel good stuff that we're talking about. But I think practically you do a lot of things to make that community happen. Yeah. Can you talk about, whether it's running clubs that you might have or the app, or like how you really bring that community tactically together?
Well, year round, we have a group run Wednesday night, 6 p.m. And anyone can join. We have some of our team members who show up, and they'll make sure that people get back, like even the back of the Packers, the party pacers. Yeah. It's grown from, I think, originally just a handful of people when it started years ago to 40 to 50 people show up.
Wow.
We'll invite other places in the Valley. This year, for our huge umbrella theme, it was highlighting our core values each quarter, the ones I just mentioned. Yeah. So we kind of wrapped the events around that. For instance, in the care quarter, second quarter, it was we had Bradbury Sullivan come in for a Pride Month, and they had a table there. They talked about what they do. People came and wore their Pride colors. Yeah. Mental Health Awareness Month, we had NAMI come. We did a run and a community walk, and we got to look at their establishment right down the street from us on Broad Street. And they got to promote their 5K and their services. We have Oh my God, there's so many things.
Yeah.
For knowledge, we had the World Heritage Site with Moravian University came, so people got to go on a walk while the runners went out and look at all the sites and see a little bit what's in their community.
Yeah.
We've partnered with The Running Kind. The founder and owner of that, she is our marketing manager, but she also started her own zero carbon trail racing company. We go out and talk to Women Move for Health and for Striders. We kind of promote that. And there's other run clubs too, Archive. And
we really try to bring everybody together and just be like, not just promote Aardvark, but hey, there's a great running club here or there. Go check it out. So, because like we're all just part of one big hive, really. One big community.
So instead of like going and doing the same thing every single day, it's very comfortable to do that, right? I'm going to go out and run the same block by myself every single day.
Stop describing me. Thank you.
But what if you got to go a different direction and pop in and see a different part of your neighborhood or community? And then what if you got to do that with other people? And then now you're really starting to expand. That means like you're being exposed to new people, a new business, a new experience, and they are too. So that interconnectedness, I think, is essential for a thriving community. And I don't know, Andy and I love this area. He's from Auburn, New York, like the Finger Lakes. I am mostly from this area, but we really landed in Bethlehem and Lehigh Valley because it is, I think, a community that is continuing to grow and thrive so that I can't describe the word. I don't know. I just feel like there's a sense of people wanting people to thrive and grow. In just little downtown Bethlehem and meeting some other business owners, they really, really want to know how you're doing and they want to collaborate and they want to come visit. So I think that's something special that not every community. I talk to people who live elsewhere and they're like, not at all.
I was going to use the word. I was going to say it's special. There's something special about Bethlehem. And I was deciding which chamber board to be a part of. And I chose Bethlehem ultimately. And it's exactly like you described. It is everyone going to each other's events and making sure everyone's doing well and just being there for each other. And I don't think you get that everywhere. But all right. You started going in a direction that I want to go. We know about Aardvark now and all the great things it's doing in the community in Bethlehem. Who are you guys? Give us your stories. How did Sheena and Andy get here? What are Sheena and Andy's backgrounds?
Well, who are we? We are Shandy. So literally the staff call us Shandy. I love that we are starting to merge into one person. Also a very refreshing beer.
Okay, so we're getting a tattoo parlor, and we're going to start brewing shandies. Yes, I'm down for this. This is great.
You're actually really giving us some good ideas.
Yeah, so. I'm not insuring any of this.
Tattoos and beer.
But okay, so you guys have started to come together. But tell me about kind of your separate stories and how you got to meet each other and how you've kind of progressed since then.
Well, I ended up down in Pennsylvania, really just kind of by chance. My sister married a guy from Allentown or Nutropoli. And his best man owned a flight school. And we were down in North Carolina and we drove past an airport and both of us went, ooh, look at those airplanes. And he's like, hey, do you want to learn how to fly? I'm like, yeah, I've been wanting to do this forever. And he's like, move down to Pennsylvania.
Get out.
All right. So it was like,
I'll just become a pilot. All right.
Yeah. It was like 4 months later. I moved down January 2005 and started up. L-Tri-C has an awesome program, aviation program, and got my licenses and certificates and all that other good stuff. And that's where I met Sheena. I was flying the flight simulator and she was getting a tour. And that was that.
Look at that.
He waved at me and I ignored him because I was on a mission. It was me and only one other girl in the flight school. So I was like, not messing around messing with these boys. I was all business.
And we were friends for, God, what's 5, 6, 7, like 2-3 years.
Yeah. So in 2006, so he was a year ahead of me, and I also joined the LTRC professional flight program, and quit my job. I was working in food and beverage industry for a while at Country Club, and so I quit that job to be more immersed in aviation. Worked at Queen City Airport, fueling airplanes, line service technician, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And I also went to flight school at Gateway, where he was working as office manager, flight instructor eventually. And then, then I took a turn to do air traffic control. I didn't want to live the life of a pilot being on the road a lot, for lack of better terms. But so everything transferred over to air traffic control pretty easily. And then while I was out going to school in Western PA, I started training for my first marathon, because what else are you going to do? I only had a couple classes.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. We had just gotten married in 2010.
Wow.
And I left him within 3 months to go for a year for ATC school. And then I came back, and then there was a big government hiring freeze. And I was like, I need a part-time job until I can get placed with the FAA. And I applied at Banana Republic, Starbucks, and Aardvark. My friend Abby Michelini was working there, who got me to run.
Yeah.
She got me into running. And I got a call back from Aardvark. Went through 3 interviews with Bruce.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, this is an intense process.
Yeah.
He's actually really chill.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
he's a beer and fishing kind of guy.
But maybe that's how he finds the good people, right?
Yeah.
And that's how you've built that community.
Yeah. Bruce has given a lot to this community. And he was a pleasure to work for. And even on a personal level, he's been a big support in my life.
Yeah. All right. This is the big question. What does running mean to you guys? Because it's more than just a hobby, obviously. So what does it mean to you?
This is the phrase, running is life, like into Lasso. I wanted to go that route, but running is life.
But it is. I mean, kind of.
Yeah. It truly is a lifestyle, and I use it to just clear the brain, keep the body healthy, set goals. It's really, there's a lot of reasons why we run.
Yeah, definitely stress relief. When I was younger, I used it as a way to just kind of get through some tough spots in my life. And it was just free therapy. You came back feeling clear, cleansed, like this internal shower of, you just got rid of the ick. Or the like,
How long have you been running then?
2012, I'd like to say. I did in my senior year of high school. I did that right before senior year, started running with the summer unofficial training. The cross country coach asked me to join. And then I sprained my ankle on a walnut around the sails. Yes, I was in a boot, but I don't want to get the detail of that too much, but the why, but it was,
and that was not in 2012. That was in high school.
That was in high school. I was not in high school in 2012. So I like to say 2012. I did do a little bite size of running my senior year, like for maybe 3 weeks to a month. But 2012, my friend Abby came over. Her husband actually worked at the airport with me and had them over, met her. She goes, "Hey, I'm going on a 6-mile run tomorrow. You want to come?" I'm like, "Sure." And I did. And then I signed up for the Pittsburgh Marathon, and that's that. So that's how I got into running. So I was later in life. So 26, 27.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I started running, and then he was a soccer player growing up.
Yeah, it's just
so he would only run up to 6 miles with me. After that, I am really bored. Like I get bored.
It's just terrible.
Yeah.
And plus we didn't know anything about hydration, fueling. Didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Knew about it. Didn't really care to look into it anymore.
Yeah.
I was even in the totally wrong shoes. like, out there trying to crush 3 miles on my Sambas.
Yes.
It's just bad after I didn't eat or drink all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like running sucks.
Which is very important to you, eating, I've gathered.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. Always eating.
Oh, but yeah. You gotta have snacks.
Yeah. My staff knows if I've gone like more than 2 hours, we're in trouble. Things are going to go downhill pretty fast.
We have a lot of chocolate on hand.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we'll have a little chocolates. It's nice.
so if you guys could give one tip to someone who's a runner or wants to be a runner, what would you give as like one piece of advice?
Slow down.
I hate
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't like listening to that.
Yeah. It's
If you give 2 pieces of advice, if I can ignore the first one.
find a running buddy, a running
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. And get out there and do it.
Yeah.
Like it's not as bad as it's not as bad as it seems.
Yeah.
Especially when you're got the community, when you got the right stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a believer that people need people. So I have to say it is very rare I'm running by myself. I will do it and I'll be happy doing it. But I mean, it is so much more fun with friends.
As someone who's only ran by myself, like you can talk to people while you're running because I'm like struggling for breath while I'm running.
First tip, slow down. Can't talk.
I gotta keep listening to this tip.
So talking
awful.
pace.
Yeah.
So that's a good indication without all these gadgets and watches and heart rate monitors. Can you have a conversation?
Yeah.
That's your pace.
Okay.
Not always your pace, and there's a place for workouts,
Yeah.
but people should be doing a lot more
Interesting.
zone 2, zone 1 training. I am learning this myself
Yeah.
because I am not a slow down kind of person.
Same. Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let's do 60 miles an hour all the time. But you do miss things in life and in running if you don't start slowing down.
This is turning into a therapy session for me.
Yeah.
All right. I hate this. We're out of time. So we got a couple things to do before we wrap this up. The first is we are sponsored by Z-Craft. They are one of the best coffee shops in the Lehigh Valley. You go there, you get a sip of coffee, but as you know, sometimes sip happens in life. So when is a time that sip happened to you guys?
Well, I was in 8th grade.
Oh, I'm excited.
Reading
8th grade story.
Yeah. Reading from my science book.
Yeah.
And I forget everything, the whole subject on it, but
Yeah.
I had to read deodorant. And I just said deodorant. And just like, it was in 8th grade, no big deal, right?
Well,
and I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, everybody started with laughing and
Yeah.
stuff. And I thought, like a week later, people are going to forget.
Right.
In my late 20s or 30s, I go back home.
Oh, no.
And I'm in a sandwich shop, and this person I totally forgot. I sort of recognize,
Yeah.
so many years. She's like, "Are you Andy Wells?" I was like, "Yeah, what's going on?"
Nice to see you.
Yeah, how's it going? She's like, "You said deodorant." I was like, "You gotta be kidding me, man!"
That's funny.
That kind of reset a whole different, brought up that,
Yeah. That's really
crap,
good.
public speaking.
It was a
and
cool
reading.
memory for her.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
To that day. That's really funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Other than that, though,
Hey, that's not bad if that's your only one.
yeah. Thankfully, I've done plenty of them. I probably should be embarrassed.
Yes. Yeah.
Things, but just
That's what I say all the time.
Own
It's
it.
like I'm not super embarrassed. I'll own it. I make lots of mistakes. You just gotta own it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not sure I have a huge embarrassing story.
That's okay.
I was embarrassed for my sister, but not myself.
Well, then anything that we didn't hit that we should have hit, anything about Aardvark or running or you guys that you feel, this is kind of your platform to say anything.
I think we covered a lot of stuff.
Wow.
That was cool.
No, yeah, I would just say just keep moving. Like that is our mission.
Come join us.
Come join us.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. And it's right there, downtown Bethlehem. And this is not, me blowing smoke. It is truly an experience. It's unlike anywhere else. You can, I guess, go online and buy running shoes, but it's not worth it. Like going into Aardvark is truly an experience, and they take care of you, and it's the place to go. Our neighbor, and I'll just real quick, our neighbor in Bethlehem, he lives above us. He was an avid runner and celebrity in Bethlehem forever. His name's Aladdin. And
Oh, Aladdin!
yes.
Yeah.
And he and I had an incredible experience with Aladdin, and I wanted to repay him. And so I went to Aardvark, got a gift certificate, and gave it to Aladdin. And you should have seen how happy he was. Like he's a big lover of you guys and what you do.
Yeah, man. I always thought of him as like my spirit runner.
Yeah.
Like in the morning, I would be driving. He's just waving to people. People are honking.
Yes.
That guy's amazing. Have you seen him lately?
Yeah. So he lives above our office.
Cool.
So yeah,
in Bethlehem.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you have another office?
Yes. Allentown, Bethlehem, and Stroudsburg, actually. But yeah, so I see him pretty regularly. And to this day, like he brings us cookies, like just truly the nicest human being you'll ever meet. But he's also a big fan.
We always would honk at him when we would drive into work. And then one workday we had it in the car, and then we drove past him, pulled over like you. Came out. Come get a pair of shoes. He came in and got a pair.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah. Andy always said it's a good day if I see Aladdin. Like
it is.
Just even driving by.
Yeah. I think he got injured, so he basically runs on a treadmill now. So we don't see him out as much.
Oh, that's why.
But he's still out there running.
Cool.
He's a legend.
He is.
It's well known throughout the community.
Absolutely. And Aardvark is as well. Like I said, you guys are incredible. You're doing incredible things. And we are lucky to have you in Bethlehem, in the Lehigh Valley, and lucky to have you here on the podcast. So
thanks, Jimmy.
Nice.
Before I let you go, can I race you guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. I'm thinking out in the parking lot, just for fun, the three of us up against each other. None of us came prepared for a race. None of us are in racing clothes, but
Thanks for listening to another episode of the YMI Talking Podcast. If you enjoyed this and want to hear more content from amazing personalities in the Valley, please subscribe, leave a rating, and drop us a quick review.